Pineapple is the safe word. Are we safe or are we going?
We're going.
Oh, coconut. Yeah. Fucking say coconut. Sorry, Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Venture Maidens podcast. Hey, everybody, but really, it has been an awesome day full of awesome streams, but now it's all of us. I'm back in the DM seat, and we have something really special for you guys tonight. We are doing a Venture Maidens prequel episode.
Ooh.
Hey. Yeah, hey.
We're babies.
So we're little babies again. Ooh. So we are traveling far, far back through the annals of time to see the anal of time to see.
Right, going right up that canal.
Good, right up there.
We are only at the sphincter.
We are about to emerge into the world. So yeah, we're going to be traveling back in time, obviously, to a time when our maidens were all level 1.
It was a simpler time.
Oh, it was a rough time.
It was a rough time.
It was the best of time. It was the worst of time.
Well, we're about to find out how bad or good it was. So, this game will take, I guess, canonically, it'll be before the Maidens. Obviously, they all started in Hog's Hollow. They were together and seeking admission from the Sisters of Sorrow. So I really want to do this game to kind of, like, talk to you guys a little bit about your motivations.
That dress is so much.
I know.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Your dress is so extra, girl.
You're so extra, you gotta
Arnadil
get 2 chairs.
Not adventured yet, so she just, like, when you whatever. Anyway.
When you overpack, you have a giant, like, suitcase full of bullshit.
She doesn't know what's practical yet. She doesn't know what's
practical.
She just sits in her fucking tower and does spells and reads and researches all day, so she's like, it's cold in there, She needs
layers.
Billowing
lots
garments.
of fabric. Yeah, so so this game is kind of going to be a fun, fast and loose sort of way to get to know the Maidens before we knew the Maidens, and also explore how you all, got together. So, I'm going to be asking a lot from you guys, a lot about your backstories, what brought you here, but the basic setting. All of you chose to leave whatever you were doing from before, and I know we've all talked about it, we've referenced it, a lot of you on Patreon have gotten the backstories, but this is a way for us to tell that a little bit again. So the situation now is that in the continent you are currently in, which is not the continent the main game takes place in, you are going to the Festival of Heroes, which takes place out of one of the main cities of the continent called Staderic. So essentially what it is...
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I remember this town.
Oh. Memories.
Memories.
It's another old campaign thing that I know nothing about.
It's an old campaign, but I promise, I've told some of you about it,
is
but
this
essentially...
like before or after?
Before all of that stuff
wow.
happened.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, no, actually it'd be after.
So it's...
Yeah.
It would be after.
Well, they so who's in charge? I forgot his name.
Montgomery has financial ties all over the city.
Somebody stayed behind.
His name is John Smith.
John Smith.
He is a hero of the people.
The leader of Staderic, John Smith.
He left an impression of himself behind, didn't he?
He created an illusion.
a psychic puppet of himself.
Right.
So John Smith rules the city of Staderic. The people love him. He is an absolute hero. Mm-hmm. And in response to the recent troubles that have hit the continent has just been through a massive invasion, basically, by this strange alien race that was defeated, conquered. Everything is kind of settling. Staderic is now shining as a city of, like, hope and new dreams and everything. And John Smith, the leader of that city, has decided that every year he is going to hold a festival called the Festival of Heroes. And essentially what this is, it's a week-long series of events, trials, displays of magic, might, valor, victory, where anybody is welcome to come and participate in these events. And basically it's a giant contest to show their mettle. People love it. They come. It's sort of like the Olympics every year, where it's like, oh man, like this kid from my village, he can run so fucking fast, and he's gotta be there and run real fast.
We're gonna be on the sidelines.
Going, woo,
yeah.
run, Giovanni, run. But also who attends these events, so a lot of the different guilds and powerful associations in the country also attend these things. So a lot of younger people or young adventurers go hoping to get sponsorship or maybe entry into a guild, entry into a wizard college, a bard college, just basically to get
talent scouts.
Exactly,
Yeah.
to basically get the attention of whoever they're looking for.
Neat.
So the three of you have decided to come to this place. And I want to talk to each of you about what is it you're seeking? Is it money? Is it more power? Is it answers? What is it? Okay, I'm gonna stop asking what you seek, obviously. I should have learned my damn lesson.
Just know.
Just no. No. Just gonna stop responding to you. Alright, Arnadel, let's start with you. What has brought you to the Festival of Heroes?
Well, Arnadel, if you're on Patreon, you already know this. Arnadel stumbled across a mysterious book. And when she presented it to her headmaster, Kelvin, it became very intense, and he kind of did some things to figure out what it was. And he's like, keep it secret, keep it safe. Go seek the sisters. You must seek entry to the Sisters of Sorrow. Yeah. Pack your things tonight and leave tomorrow. That totally rhymed.
That was great. You should write that fucking down.
Oh, damn, right? Anyway.
Did he only speak in rhyme? Because
no.
You'll never meet him. I don't want to NPC that.
Calvin, right?
No.
So Arnadel is feeling like her whole life is like been completely turned around. She's like been pretty sheltered. You guys all know Arnadel. This is like super Arnadel, like Virgin Arnadel again.
We're back.
She's back, and so she's like kind of walking around, and like I guess she's trying to find out as many leads as she can to like. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, and this seemed like a good thing. Like
should be shortly. Hang on.
Little town.
It was
Oh wait, no, tiny elf, gigantic town. Wait, I can't remember.
Big city.
All right, we're back.
All right, we're back. Keep going, Gar.
So, yes, had foiled this plot because they wanted to gain control over this quarry that has supported the Ember Summer clan and all of their masonry amazingness. And so she had just murdered him and his dad on their wedding day.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was brutal.
The original Red Wedding.
Yes, truly.
Bye.
And then,
I
yes.
got time for that shit.
No time for that.
No.
And then,
No time for traitors.
Exactly. So, after going through that, she being relatively young, she decided that it was time to go and find her own purpose in the world, because she had felt kind of lost, kind of wondering like, I'm supposed to like run this clan in the future, and I don't feel like I have enough wherewithal to do that, and so I need to go out and venture and fucking learn shit about the world to keep shit like this from happening in the future. And so she emerged to the surface as the first dwarf to leave the mountain in 7 generations.
Wow. Holy shit.
They've been underground a long ass time.
Oh shit. So
7 generations?
Yeah.
That's insane. Okay. Wow. And dwarves live a very long time.
Yes.
So thousands of years, basically.
Thousands of years.
Yeah. And so she was like, well, I'm sure shit's changed since then, so let's go figure out what it is.
Yeah. And what specifically about the Festival of Heroes has brought Kara here?
So specifically about that, she has wanted, because she's been a good fighter ever since she was a wee babe, and so wanted to like, well, if I'm gonna be out in the world, I'm probably gonna need money, and so looking for work as like a hired escort or as a mercenary, some kind of, yeah.
Nice. All right. Money. Looking for a clue. Looking for some money.
Give me a job.
And Saye,
Check.
what has brought you, snap, to the Festival of Heroes?
The Festival of Heroes. She's heard about it for a few years now. Always wanted to try it out.
Oh, it's a super popular one.
Just to test out her own skill and challenge other athletes. She loves competition.
Mm-hmm.
But also, she's been getting kind of restless at the monastery, and her whole life she's wanted more answers about her family, and she's kind of convinced herself that through, acknowledgement, through being somebody, it would help her learn more about where she came from.
She could get more resources, basically.
Yeah. all of that, and then auditioning for the Festival of Heroes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you all have come to this place. And Staderic transforms for this festival. The city itself is a huge walled city, kind of in the southeastern part of the continent, so it's very Mediterranean climate. But when the Festival of Hero comes into town, essentially this huge tent city expands just outside of the walls of the city, so you can see that people come in and they camp and they stay there for a long time to see all these different events that take place over the course of time. So you don't even have to go into the city proper to participate in this event. You can see immediately upon arriving that these huge arenas, combat rings have been set up. Even these like pop-up inns and bars have been set up around just for all of the travelers coming in. And so all of you are directed upon arrival to go to one of these check-in locations to essentially register, to pick your events, get your name on there, because you've got to go through a bunch of preliminary steps, essentially, to ensure that the competition is interesting enough for the viewers. So it's a stage process. It weeds out most people in the first phase and then goes to a smaller group in the second, and then finally you have like the final combatants for each event.
Sick.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So the three of you, not together at any point, but you are all directed to check in at one of these inns called the Sudsy Sponge.
Aw, I love it.
Wow.
All clean.
Okay.
It's very clean. You notice that immediately upon arrival. It's got... So it is a pop-up, but it looks like they've mastered the art of doing this festival. So it's one of those things where they have the planks that are all belted together, right? So they stick them in the ground and they unfold this very neat, like, little box that has this giant... picture of a sponge on top of it with bubbles on it, and the sign climbs ridiculously high into the sky, which is great because all the mishmash of tents and different people walking around, you're already feeling, I mean, this is already so different from where all three of you came from, like an isolated tower underground, a quiet monastery. The amount of people and life that has been going on here. How are you all feeling about that?
Saya loves it. The
Yeah.
buzz is something completely new,
Yeah.
and she knew something like that was around, and she's glad she found it.
Yeah, it's here now.
Yeah.
Kara's a little like, being unused to the sun is like always like, and squinting and just like trying to like not bump into people. It's like realizing how short she is compared to the rest of the world.
It's like, oh god.
Man, this sucks. This is not a problem I ever thought I would have.
What the hell?
Must suck for sure.
Yeah, and you see other dwarves walking around too, but they don't dress like you, they don't look like you. They're just going about their business, hanging out with humans and elves and all kinds of different races in these little camps and groups, and it's crazy. Arna, how are you dealing with it?
Waterdeep's a big fucking city.
That's true.
It's a huge port city.
Yeah.
It's colder up there, but she's like, I mean, she avoided going like downtown into the marketplace as much as she could because being in crowds gives her a lot of anxiety. She's just like,
there's a lot of that here.
She is getting so impatient and frustrated because some of the fucking looky-loos like ambling 5 people wide, like slowly, and she's just trying to like get. She's very beeline. She just wants to get to her fucking destination, check in, like she wants to be efficient. And this many people is not efficient. So she's just stressed out and she's anxious because she doesn't really know what's going on. And she's just like, fuck, I just gotta get to my next point.
Yeah.
So when she gets to the Sudsy Sponge.
The Sudsy Sponge.
The Sudsy Sponge. She
Best tavern name ever.
You know, as like. Prude is Arnadel is. She enjoys a drink, so she gets a drink promptly.
Absolutely. Yeah, so when you get to the Sudsy Sponge, you see that there are a lot of new folks like you, and you can tell that they are not from this place because they all kind of have this wide-eyed, like...
excitement.
Yeah, clearly this is a spot that they send first registrants to, because everybody there looks pretty green... lost,
like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, just or excited or terrified, the combination of. So a lot of people have already crowded into the inn. A lot are getting drinks just like you would. And you see that there are these 2 big tables that have been set up at the back, and there's a huge line of these folks waiting to presumably register at the table. So yeah, would you want to go over to the bar and grab a
Order
drink?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and as you step up, this very cheerful woman in this bright, like really gaudy orange dress that would definitely be noticed, and it has a little embroidery pattern you see on of little pink sponges
Oh,
just
how
around.
fucking cute.
What?
Yeah, it's awful. It's garish as hell, and she's like, "Welcome to the Sudsy Sponge. What can I get for you?"
Oh my god.
And she's making a very intense eye contact,
Arnold's
a
like,
big smile.
an ale?
Great, we've got those. I'll be right back. That'll be 2 coppers.
A strong ale, please. And I give her 5 coppers.
Okay. She's like, very kind of you, and goes back and gets you an ale. You see that there are really only 3 different barrels that are sitting like behind the bar for that. It's a pop-up, so
Yeah.
they don't got a lot going on.
She's gonna take it, and Arnold's gonna run, like, kind of just quickly shuffle over to, like, the corner that's, like, farthest removed from anybody and closest to the wall of the table, and she's just gonna put out some maps and, like, have her little journal out, and she's just gonna, like, get into, she doesn't want to look, like, available to talk to anybody. She's just gonna be like, I'm not, like, headphones in, just don't fucking
Yeah,
talk to me.
Just please don't.
Yeah.
I've got the bitch glasses on.
All right.
Unavailable for conversation.
And Kara, what happens when you arrive at the Sudsy Sponge?
So yeah, she would also immediately go and purchase a beverage.
Hi there. What can I get for you?
The darkest thing you got.
All right. Coffee?
I don't know what to say.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. We
Mike,
have a
what are...
timer, so it's alright. We have a timer over here. Just turn my phone on.
Hold on, I want to see what your,
Wait a minute. It's on. It's back. It's back.
Okay.
Hold on, I want to check something out. I'm listening.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Fabric.
Sorry, folks. We're competing with some internet tonight.
We don't have an
Kara was
Ethernet
ordering
cable.
When the stream got lost.
Huh?
Kara was ordering when the stream got lost.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So Kara, you order your drink and then you wanted to head over to stand in line.
And she's measuring up the competition to see who else is looking tough.
Okay. Yeah, so looking around the bar, most of these people just seem like farmhands or like, glory seekers. And that you're not really intimidated. You're like, there's no one here I'd really be afraid of. Until your eyes move over to, there is a large, large figure that looks like his skin is almost like stone. And he's got these weird kind of red painted designs on his face. And he is holding like this huge, like 2-handed axe is strapped to his back. Would Kara know what a Goliath is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Goliath and
totally.
giants hang out.
Yeah, so there's this
Oh.
big Goliath that is waiting in line, and standing next to him is this smaller woman who, she's human, you think. She's got kind of, like, supine features,
Wait.
so, like, maybe something else mixed in there.
Are Goliaths bigger than giants, or?
Goliaths are about 7 feet tall, 6.5 to 7
So, like,
feet
baby
tall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They've got they're giant blood, but they are not, like, full
Okay.
giant.
Like Hagrid.
Yeah. Kind of. Except they're also bald. So yeah, she would definitely go over and... Or no, she's waiting in line. Anyway, so yeah, but she makes a mental note and was like, alright, I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk
and
to him later.
the woman is standing next to this big man waiting in line, and she's kind of like nervously fidgeting and has got this very heavy cloak on, and you're not sure what's going on with her.
Interesting.
And what happens when Saya gets to the bar?
Is Saya the last one to enter, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just by happenstance.
I don't think she wants to have anything to drink at all. I think she's very eager. She goes straight and walks in the line.
Yeah, absolutely. So you begin to wait in line. The most fun of all adventures.
Oh, yes.
Waiting in
line.
line.
And-
Oh, yeah.
I think we were lost connection. As soon as Arnadale's done with her drink, she's gonna tidy up and get in line also.
Yeah. And so Kara, as you're still kind of keeping an eye out around the room, a couple other really, like, sort of capable-looking people present themselves. Arnadale, I would like you to describe yourself, what you look like, as level 1 Arnadale.
Oh.
Well, I'm wearing Arnadel's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should
Describe it
stand.
verbally for the podcast. This will be eventually.
Okay. So Arnadel's like, maybe you see this in your peripheral while you're standing in line, you guys. She finishes her beer and she stands up and starts gathering her things, and like she's like kind of nervous and anxious, and at one point, because she definitely sees that there's not very many people seated. Most people are standing in line, so she kind of feels like on stage. Even though nobody's like absolutely nobody's paying attention, right?
No.
Yeah. So she still feels that way, and so she like kind of drops some of her scrolls and like has to bend down and pick everything up, and her like fucking billowing ass stupid impractical outfit is like getting in the way, and she's kind of tripping a little bit, and she's just like fucking just frazzled.
Kara's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. So,
not a big deal.
and she, like she doesn't know she hasn't really experienced battle or anything yet, so her hair's long and kind of in the way, and it's like she's just like kind of not very like.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, as like you're dropping your stuff and like kind of like getting your stuff together.
That's going to be. Let me remember what it was.
What it was.
Our
What it
proficiency
was.
bonus is only a +2.
Well, I'm not. I was proficient with that, so I'm thinking what my charisma is. So let's just say
It would
that's
still be the same.
Well, that's 6, so an 18.
An 18? Oh, okay, great. So as you're messing around, futzing with your books and whatever, and a bunch of scrolls fall out, a man, like, kind of leans over. He's like, oh, do you need help with those? And he reaches and, like, picks up the scrolls, and you see this man with brown kind of long hair and, like, stubble and, like, green eyes, is, like, picking up the scrolls. It's like, oh, sorry, do you need these? I just wanted to help.
Is he cute?
Yeah, he's super cute.
Super cute.
Mhm.
She's just like
And familiar across a dimension.
No, so she's just like, oh, she's like just mortified, especially because she sees his handsome face, and she's just like, oh, thank you. You know, she just like her cheeks kind of go deeper, like periwinkle.
Oh,
and
he's like, I didn't mean to here's your scroll.
Thank you. And she
yeah.
like, and her hand actually accidentally touches his, and she gets even more like, she's like, oh.
There's a shock, and he's like, oh, weird.
And she just kind of grabs everything and thank you. And,
Oh yeah, okay.
And kind of like walks away. Thanks, you too. Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
It's awkward again.
Oh, man. Yep.
Yeah. And
From
she
the
kind of like,
beginning.
as she goes to stand in line, she like looks over, like very like carefully like looks over her shoulder to see if he's still there.
You don't see him anymore.
He just like fucking poofed.
Sneaky boy.
Oh damn. And then she's a little like, oh.
Oh, boo.
Damn.
So that's what Arendelle looks like. What does Saye look like?
She probably doesn't look that much different, just a lot less equipped.
Yeah.
Very simple. She basically doesn't even look like she has that much money on her.
Yeah, you're kind of wearing cloth and like...
Yeah, like basic necessities,
Mhm.
and then her short sword and quarterstaff. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can tell athleticism, like, this is somebody clearly who's probably fought
yes.
before.
Yeah, yeah. Well, physically, like, kind of tall, not super tall, 5'5", 5'6", and then very physically fit. I don't know. Can I take like a look around the room?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, and also...
Like, how do I compare to the competition?
Yeah, also, so the people you notice in the room, you notice some person who's clearly like a noble of some kind, like just throwing scrolls all over the floor in a corner. An elf, and then you see the Goliath also, so they're like this 7-foot tall imposing figure with this giant axe, this really twitchy person right next to him, and then you see a dwarf.
Oh. Never mind.
And what does Kara look like?
So Kara has, this is before the days of her helmet to contain her hair. She's
Sage
wearing...
was so sad. Sage had to take off the helmet.
God.
Damn it!
So Kara's wearing she's wearing like a breastplate, very plain clothes. Her hair is like an afro of just red, uncontrollable curls. Just fucking everywhere. It's amazing that she can see. And she has, a pretty decent looking shield on her. Like, that seems to be the nicest thing she has. And a kind of ragged, just beat up axe that has seen many, many fights.
Would you pass the rosé, please?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep, so those are the impressive figures that you see about the room. And you wait in line for a little bit longer, and then finally you get to the head table.
See that flop? I got you.
There is a gnomish man who's sitting there, and he looks really frazzled. He's got, like, ink all over the place, and these lines and lines of parchment that as people are coming in, basically what's happening is he's writing down their names, writing down where they're from, and then taking pre-registration of events they're going to be interested in. And there's also a ranking, rate your level of experience. You see that most of the time people say, oh yeah, 5, like out of 5. And and then the gnome is just like, he's just like, okay.
1.
Yeah, and then as they walk away, he's like, and signs off something different on the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
So you all get to the front. Yes, all right. Go ahead, state your name, state where you are from, please rate your level of experience, and the events you'll be signing up for. And he starts with you, Kara, since you were first in line.
Oh, yeah. Kara Brynhilda of the Ember Sunder clan from, I guess you people down here would call them the Fang Mountains.
All right. Okay, and Kara, how would you rate your level of experience?
On what's the scale?
1 to 5.
With
A 4.
A 4? All right. A 4, and he's like, and looks at you, and he's like, oh, okay. And he writes down 4. And Kara, what events would you be interested in participating in? Each person can choose 3 different events, and there is a list of events.
Can you read them to me? I cannot read.
All right. And he does. He takes, like, the menu of events, and he's just like, okay.
Ones that involve weapons or such.
1, we have the team obstacle course. 2, we have the target ring. 4, we have horse racing. 5, we have the oratory events. 6, we have a pop quiz trivia round. And
I'm good at that.
Oh, great. And then we also have a drinking contest. I suppose I should just mark you down for that one, huh?
Yeah, pop quiz, drinking contest, and I can hear you laughing, Paul. And you said we could do. She looks at her fingers. 3?
1 more, yes.
Basically, don't fuck with Kara on local trivia night at the pub.
Seriously.
And also for explanation, the target ring, essentially what that is there are dummies in the ring, and you have, like, a couple of rounds to do as much damage as humanly possible.
Oh,
that's how you win the event.
That one. I want to do that one.
All right. So, the drinking contest, the target ring, and the pop quiz round. All right. And would you rate yourself as a magic user?
No, I fucking hate magic.
Not a magic user. Big surprise.
I know it is. I just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
All right, Kara. Well, please, if you would wait over there, we will have assignments posted in just a couple hours. We simply need to process everybody else here, so please grab a drink. I would guess it'd be about an hour and a half wait until we announce the teams.
All right. Okay.
Absolutely.
She does so.
All right. And then stepping forward, so I think Saya, you were next in line. All right. Your name, where you are from, and please rate your level of experience.
Saya Noor. I am experienced. She's stumbling a lot on her words.
Yeah.
She's like about to say 5. Like she wants to be the best. She takes a second to be like, no, I can't say that. They're not going to accept me. And she knows she doesn't have that much experience. Oh.
The gnome is just like staring at you as you stumble over it, and he's like,
3.
3.
Mm-hmm. I'm trained in combat, but
Excellent. I'll write
I
that down.
haven't really fought.
Where are you
people.
from? Soye.
I'm by the inner sea.
Right. And then what events would you like to participate in?
What are the events?
We. Fuck you! He reads the same ones again. I'm not gonna do it again.
I was reading.
You
things.
asshat. Okay, here we go. Okay. There is an obstacle course. There
All
is
of them.
the target ring. You can only pick 3.
Oh, okay.
There is the obstacle course, the target ring, horse racing, the oratory, pop quiz trivia round, or a drinking contest.
Ooh, obstacle course for sure.
Okay.
I guess a pop quiz.
Okay. Yeah.
And the oratory is what
So
is-
the oratory contest, you can enter with a joke, rhymes, or give a speech.
Oh God.
What? That's amazing.
So it's just based on your oratorical performance. You could basically enter whatever you want creatively,
Oh.
and people judge you.
Oh my god, I should have told a joke. My one joke.
These are not. Oh,
Get
also,
it? It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get that? Let me explain it.
Also, these are not the guaranteed events you're going to receive. Only if there's space and registration.
yeah.
These are your top 3.
Horse racing.
All right.
Ooh.
Horse racing. And Saye, would you consider yourself a magic user?
No, not yet.
That's ambitious. Great.
This gnome is a bitch.
I love this
This
now.
is a
She's
sassy little
answering
boy.
honestly.
All right, so well, in about an hour and a half or so, we should be telling people the team. So please just wait around, and we will have your assignment soon.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, gremlins.
Cider. And
We need a cider.
I need another
Cider,
And a Rasputin, please.
And a whiskey.
Oh,
Maybe some.
Or then a bio break.
Some of that.
okay. All right. Before I talk to Arnett, I guess if you want to take a bio.
It's a very old man.
It's a very, very old man. He's a necromancer, apparently. Or a love doctor.
And
whichever you prefer.
apparently another necromancer preserved his fucking dick in a jar.
Yes.
Dick in a... He was the first dick in a box.
Dick in a jar.
Dick in a jar.
Boxes hadn't been invented yet.
There were no boxes in
Apparently
medieval
that fool
times.
was like fucking hung.
No.
They were like, damn, how the hell is this medically possible? And they cut it off and put it in a jar.
Wow.
Do they pickle it? Pickle dick?
I'm pickled dick.
Gremlin, come on. No! Jeez! You're fired.
You know I can fix that hump.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Alright, we're taking that.
Oh, yes, honey.
But, no, it's better to have that.
Rasputins don't code. That's fine.
Very well.
Use code of cold. I told you that.
I told you she wasn't picky.
I am.
Put it now. I thought she wanted to get the kneecaps or something.
Just your tendons.
You know, I used to be an adventurer, and then I took a Rasputin to the knee.
Rasputin to the knee.
I just stand underneath this.
Air conditioning. Oh, yeah.
Cool my
Can you see my cord?
No.
Great.
Not from-
I'm plugged in. Are my lights still lighting?
Mhm.
Okay, next time we're gonna get paper fans that have the Sisters of Sorrow logo on them for this.
Dope.
Can they be the ones that fly open
Yes,
and
obvious-
it says Thorpe on the back of it, please?
What? Why
What?
Thorpe? What does that mean?
Because that's the sound that it makes.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I know the sound. Why would I say the sound on it?
I'm
On
making
the
a
film.
drag queen reference.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Eh.
Wait, where's the whiskey?
Ew, whiskey. Ew. Ew.
I'm like hiding. Am I visible in the camera?
Yes.
As I've been like hiding up my skirt, I'm just like.
You're a classy bitch for all to see.
Oh yeah. This is like a
a very
Well-
vague representation of what the butt cape would be. It's like a side
Oh,
thing.
I love
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, so it'd be
Oh,
like
I
butt
love
cape.
it. Very
Yeah,
like
stuff,
80s.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
love it.
You don't have to butt cape yet.
I know I don't, but I need it right now because
You got it off
I've
the
been in this
cherry.
crop top all day.
Alright.
I need it right now.
I.
All-day crop tops.
Alright.
Oh, what a great sound
All
bite.
day crop top.
Old woman, man. Yes.
Alright, guys, live stream. Arnold's shed the
Oh,
layer.
wow.
I have to. I'm fucking dying.
It's that kind of stream.
It's that kind of stream now.
Oh my god.
Please donate
Please
to our
donate.
Patreon because
I'm
Brittany's
not-
taking off her clothes.
For every $50 donation per month we get.
Brittany will remove an item of clothing. That's
There's 3 more after that.
There's
It's not
3 more.
one.
It is a proper Renaissance costume, so please do not be disappointed when we don't get to the good
You
stuff.
gotta get the bloomers and the
Petticoat.
underskirt.
Well, that wasn't actually. They just wore shifts.
Oh.
Ooh, God, sitting back down, I immediately felt that in my lower back.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh.
an old lady.
We're all. It's
We've been
good.
sitting down
We're
so
all
long.
old.
It's good. All right. So, Kara,
Yes.
we already did you. So
Yeah.
Arnadel.
I'm like, what?
I
What?
fucking forgot. Arnadel, so you step forward. All right. What's your name? Where are you from? Rate your level of experience.
My name's Arnadel Ithil.
Mhm.
I'm from Waterdeep.
Oh, nice.
I actually had a question about what do you mean by level of experience with what?
How would you rate your level of just general experience with combat, with adventuring, with for fuck's sake, just like tell me a number.
it's
2.
A 2?
Yeah, 2.
Excellent. A 2. And he looks at you and is like, and you see his pen drift over to the 1. And he's like, all right, Arnadel, and what events would you be interested in participating in?
I mean, I have to be honest. Like,
He's doing that thing where he's like looking to the next person because you've been taking so long.
Pop quiz or horseback riding. Horseback riding.
You get to pick 3.
Pop quiz, horseback riding, and in combat, can I use magic?
Absolutely.
Combat.
That is not an option. We have obstacle courses, target race, horse racing,
Target. You said target.
oratory,
Did you say
pop
target?
quiz, or drinking contest.
Target. You said target practice.
Yes!
Okay. Horseback riding, pop quiz, and target practice.
Excellent! And I'm assuming you would consider yourself a magic user.
Yes.
Excellent.
You need more information about my.
No, I do not need anything else from you. Please go over there and wait.
Arnadel's like kind of trying not to cry because she's not expecting things to escalate like this. She was just like,
He's like turning brighter red. I guess.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
she's like kind of pouty. She's just like, takes your drink.
You see him like he's
Oh,
just like a
Jesus.
comic. You see him squeeze something beneath the table, like a little gnomish stress ball.
Fuck. I didn't realize like asking questions was so fucking triggering.
Yeah, so you all proceed to wait.
Oh my fuck.
Your makeup is crying down your faces. It's amazing.
I feel it.
Hold on.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, you're
goes
shedding
the beard.
also. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. This is car on a regular day.
Mhm.
Clumps of beard.
Okay.
Eyeliner running down her face.
Alright. So, you all proceed to wait. As oh my gosh, you're like,
Oh damn, girl, you gotta get that waterproof fucking eyeliner.
you look like such a cool
Just leave it.
barbarian now.
Leave it, girl, leave it.
Holy shit.
It's
Oh,
like that
wow.
scene in Mulan. I don't know.
Exactly. I've never actually seen him do that.
Doing
cartoonish.
it. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Please bring honor to us all.
Oh my god.
Okay, Sage, go fix your face.
I'm fascinated with this. Is it eyeliner or is it mascara?
It just keeps both.
Can you leave it? I'm actually really it looks so fucking barbaric and brutal. Like, I'm digging
Oh my
it.
We broke Sage.
Damn!
You grab me a tissue.
We broke
No, I'm not gonna grab you a tissue. Leave
I want it. No.
Oh no, please.
Okay.
So I can get it out of my eyeballs.
Is it burning?
Oh,
Yeah, I know it does burn. I
shit.
forget.
oh my god.
Okay, no.
It
Go-
was really funny. It was.
Go to the bathroom. Take
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
This has
Oh,
happened
yeah.
multiple times this weekend so far. We've made each other cry laugh
so many.
so many
So
times.
emotional from laughing so hard.
Oh, all right,
What
all right.
did
I'm
what
good.
did we
I'm
giggle
good.
about last night?
You told me to sleep over a sock as my pillow.
I said, Steve is like, I'm gonna sleep on the couch, and so I was like, do you need anything? I just need a blanket, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sleep on a grass mat. I just need a sock for a pillow. Anyway,
All right,
we lost
I'm okay.
our shit to that. It
I'm
was
okay.
really
Woo.
I'm dying. Okay.
funny. We all are.
Holy
doing-
crap.
Oh no, did I miss it? Oh fuck, did I?
We got.
Anyway, so you all proceed. You all proceed to wait.
I didn't record that at all.
Okay, that's
well,
fine.
the live stream.
Yeah, it's there. You all proceed to wait at the bar, and eventually, this gnomish fellow comes around again once the line has totally diminished, and like a couple
Yeah.
last-minute stragglers come in, but he's like, "Oh, registration is closed," and he comes over, and he hands you all a docket and says, "All right, you are team number 37, so you have a room here. It's actually just down the way, but sponsored by the Sudsea Sponge. Thank God. So just go there and check in. Your rooms will be there with your
Suck my dick.
with your final event registration. I hope you got everything you wanted." And
Fucking no.
Arnadell hates him.
So we're a team?
She just like is scared of him at this point, but there's like hatred in her heart. She's just
yeah.
like,
Fuck
I'm gonna
you.
avoid you.
Yep. So proceed to your rooms. They are open for the rest of the evening, and the first events start tomorrow morning. So have a great life. And then he just heads back over and starts like picking up his shit and in a little like gnomish briefcase thing, and like runs out the door. Yeah.
Mara turns to you guys, and you're on. Apparently, we're all on the same team. And it's like, what bug crawled up his ass, huh?
Saya laughs so hard at that.
Yeah. And also, so that comes over to you, the large Goliath, and the chick with the like the black. It's a very like sharp cut, angled cut.
Huh.
She speaks to you. Team 37, yes?
Yep.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you know your stuff, because this team is going to make it to the next round.
Fuck yeah, it is. What are all your
Yeah.
names?
I'm Violet. That's Jem.
Jem?
And Jem goes, And he goes,
Saya like brings up a hand, wants to high five them both. Nice to meet you.
They both give you this look and then look at each
I
other.
look at you guys. I'm like,
Arnadell just kind of.
yeah.
She doesn't really know how to high five. She's just like.
Thank you.
Just keeps clutching her stuff, and
Wonderful.
she's just like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
So, what are you all good at? Match accusers, combat.
Combat. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
I'm trained in combat.
I fucked
Wonderful.
some shit up in my day.
Magic.
Yeah, I could tell.
Great. You?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Jem's here, the fighter, obviously. He goes, Well, we're gonna head over to our room, so I guess we'll get that final docket once we're there, huh?
I guess so.
Is this your first time doing this competition?
No, I've done it a few years in a row.
Oh, what do we expect? What's the first thing they throw at us?
Well, whatever trials we signed up for is what we're going to be facing, so... I'm not sure what, you're going to be competing in, but I'm pretty much the master of the target ring, so...
Okay.
Excuse me, Violet.
Brought home bronze last year, so...
Oh, that's sweet.
So as a team, if we're not like competing with each other, is it like a point system, and we just earn points in our perspective?
Well, it's essentially an elimination round. They do it so they can weed out people faster. So even if one person in the team does really well, if the other 4 suck, the whole team is just cut. It's easier for paperwork.
Oh,
So hope you don't suck.
I guess we'll see.
Likewise. And she holds up her drink to
Yeah.
cheerfully.
She does. She's like,
Sai says, I look forward to competing with you in the later rounds.
absolutely. It's a good attitude to have.
Arnadil just like put some hair behind her ear, and her anxiety levels have reached critical mass.
Critical.
And
Red
she's-
alert. Wow, 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 wow.
And she's just like, good night, guys. Bye. And like, just
What time of day is it?
it
So
doesn't matter.
now it's like 4
Okay.
p.m.
Yeah,
because
that's-
you got in early and you got there and you were waiting in line for a couple hours.
That's what she said. She says, good night, guys, and she bye, and then just like walks away.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, Carl looks
Bye.
out the door like, what fucking, what? Do elves need to sleep that much? So weird.
She like literally was about to start crying because she couldn't handle it. She was
Oh,
like,
for
I gotta
sure.
go.
Everybody's so mean to you. Why?
No, I just can't handle. She just is like, this is so not what I want to be doing, but I must.
Okay. All right. So as you eventually, over the course of the evening, anything you want to do before you make your way back to the inn to get your ducats?
Find more drinks, better drinks.
So this, the Sudsy Sponge, is one of many of these pop-up taverns that have just sprung up.
She
to,
goes on
yeah,
a pub crawl around the...
absolutely. And what's great is because it's basically like a giant fair everywhere you go. So you
Yeah.
really
Like
only have
Oktoberfest.
to, you only have to walk like 2 or 3 tents before you find another like pop-up stand. And yeah, you find a bunch, like some are themed, so they're like, ooh, we're like elven winters, yay. And they all have like fake ears and are serving
That's
wine.
hilarious.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And they're like, oh yes, the finest elven, and there are absolutely no elves in there. It's just like totally a trope.
I
Yeah.
bet if
Bar.
an elf showed up, they'd be like,
They'd be like, what?
this is offensive.
Yeah, like it's everything. It's just like totally, and they're like, ooh, we're jesters who have a bar, and it's all flashy signs and just
Yeah.
trying to get as much money as possible.
Of course.
Right,
Of course.
baby.
You can get thoroughly plastered
Oh,
just
perfect.
between here and the few blocks you need to go to here.
Great. She's
Yeah.
having a great old time.
Anything anybody else wants to do?
Yeah. Arnadil is going to go. She's gonna like chill in her room for a minute and just like recenter herself and let her fucking levels mellow out.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna be like, okay, she's gonna kind of check in with herself, like, okay, I am here for a very specific reason. I need to find some clues, and I'm not gonna be able to do that hiding in my room. So she kind of just like, she gets dressed into something way more comfortable. She thought she had to like make a good impression, and that clearly did not.
Clearly it was no.
Nope. She was just like, well, that sucked. Like showing up to a job interview in like a ball gown, kind of.
Yeah.
So she like gets into like more comfortable clothing and decides that she's gonna walk around and kind of like open her eyes and ears and just pay attention to things and take things in. And also in the back of her mind, she's like, I wonder if I'll run into that handsome green-eyed stranger again. So she's gonna kind of be like thinking about it, but also like paying attention, you know, just wandering around and getting absorbing things.
Yeah, and so first off, when you get to your room too, you see that there's a little roll of parchment for you on the bed. It is your agenda. So you have been signed up for. You are participating in the pop quiz trivia round, the target ring challenge, and then the obstacle course.
No, I chose horse racing.
Correct.
Oh, really?
Sometimes you get reassigned. It's based on
She
your team and what you have.
She thinks this, and she's like, oh,
She's like, fuck you.
I wanted to be around the horses.
It's like when you get assigned to swim PE in high school, and
Oh,
you're
it's my
like,
favorite.
That was my
fuck
favorite
you.
too. I love
my
swimming.
favorite.
some of us were very insecure.
I will tear that water up. Anyway.
I was like, oh, I wanted to play tennis with my friends.
Oh.
And then I got put in like dance the next year, and I'm like, look at me.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
I don't belong here, guys.
Clearly
Me
this
dancing,
is.
I would have been
Oh.
really unhappy with that, but I
Anyway.
can't dance in my life. So she's like, oh, fuck, obstacle course. She says, whatever, I'm just gonna go walk around. Maybe I'll run into that handsome fella again. Maybe
Mhm.
I'll drop some scrolls and show up.
Yeah, you're just walking around like, scroll. Oh no.
Oh no.
Somebody.
No,
help.
she just, she's like more just like kind of looking around, and somebody that kind of looks like him. She's like, oh, that's not him.
You don't find any sign of him again, but you do see a lot of strange people, a lot of fun, and as things are getting later, people are really starting to party
Yeah.
outside. So like
You see
bonfires,
a very drunk redheaded dwarf stumbling around.
yeah,
I'm fascinated. I'm like, oh man.
screaming. You're like,
That bitch is on my team. I'm like, I hope. Actually, I'm gonna walk up to you and I'll be like, hey, I don't think we met.
I'm so rude. I'm sorry.
there's makeup dripping down her face.
My name's Kara. What was your name?
Oh, Kara, it's nice to meet you. She's like very formal. She's like, it's nice to meet you. I'm Arnadelle.
She like reaches in and goes, "Ugh," and like gives you like
The whole body, like, yeah, it's like you probably pulled me down to your level.
Yeah, exactly. Your whole body's just like.
Fucking, you're not. I'm probably like nothing. You're just. I'm just like, it's nice to meet you. This is her attempt at cracking a joke. She's like, so, you definitely signed up for the drinking round, right?
Yep, I'm training.
Uh-oh.
Building my endurance.
Oh, well, we're surely gonna win if you're gonna be doing that.
I sure think so. What did you sign up for? I'm guessing not combat.
I asked for pop quiz and horse.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty good at that, and I did horse racing, but they didn't give it to me. They gave me the obstacle course, and then target practice.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I picked too.
Yeah. Oh, we're in most of them together, except
Yeah.
for drinking. I can't compete there.
Yeah. It's a family pride.
It's a matter of pride. Yeah, and you spend the night going through that. Once you get back to your room, Kara, you have been enrolled in the target rink, in the pop quiz round, and the obstacle course.
She just squints her eyes at the parchment like she knows what it means.
Oh, yeah.
I actually.
She just
I'm not
assumes.
metagaming. I was going to say this before you jump to that. Arnett because like Kara's been friendly and Arnett knows nobody. She's gonna kind of attach herself.
You're my friend.
We're friends.
You're my
Hold
best-
on to you.
You're my best friend
So
now.
Arnett probably follows Kara back and is like, what'd you get?
I don't know. I am very drunk. Can
Can you read?
you read this for me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Arnett grabs it and she's like, oh, we're in the same events actually.
Oh, how interesting.
Do you want the?
I guess.
Do you need anything?
No,
Oh.
I'm quite fine.
Oh, okay.
Did you just shove that in your shirt? Kara just shoves the scroll down your shirt.
Not slowly, just no.
No,
I'm okay.
this is fine. This is here now.
I mean, I was gonna ask if you wanted like water or
A bag.
or-
You can-
some tea or coffee.
What's tea?
I don't actually. I hate it, but a lot of my friends and relatives like to drink it.
Yeah. And anyway,
No, I'm good.
I don't think you want tea. It's just like shitty tea. It's like leaf water.
it's veggie water.
It's leaf
That
water.
sounds terrible.
You know, like imagine boiling some carrots and then drinking the water.
It's nature stew.
What are carrots?
That's basically tea
Tea
to me.
is nature stew.
I fucking hate it. Put some sticks in a pot, and boil it, and then drink it, and that's tea.
That's true.
I know.
That's
But I
actually
love
true.
it.
I don't like
Okay.
that.
And then
Maybe some rocks.
Saye.
You know they have rock soup, right?
Yeah.
Saye. You get back to your room, and eventually you find out that you have been signed up for the obstacle course. for the pop quiz trivia round.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you're marking that like you fucking like it's a surprise.
I have to remember what I said.
Sneaky.
This is for me.
Okay.
Wow, and I guess by default you also get to do horse racing.
Oh.
She's the only one doing horse racing.
Those are all the ones I picked too. How fun.
Yep. Because you picked all the things I was gonna force you to do.
She
or
gets like a fist bump, like, yeah, awesome. I got
Yes!
this.
When you get your schedule at school and you're like, yes!
All
Exactly.
the best teachers.
Yeah. Oh, I know. My best friend got this class
I'm in
too.
with my
This
BFF.
semester's gonna rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, high school or whatever.
Yeah.
A long time.
It's been a very long time. Fuck that.
Now that
Not
she
even
has her
like-
schedule, she's just gonna go back down to like the main tavern and like order food. She wants to have a big dinner before getting ready to go to bed.
And while you're downstairs in the tavern, suddenly an obnoxious sound of music comes to your ears as somebody is having a birthday party.
Arnold takes this moment to run to the bathroom
Yeah.
before heading down for supper as well.
As you can hear, obnoxious singing coming from downstairs.
Oh, good. I could use something to absorb the booze in my stomach.
You need to like get some water.
No, I'm good. I'm great. I'm great.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a sexy bitch.
You're a mess. You're a sexy mess.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. No, this is very good. This
Oh, yes.
Make a scary face. Good.
Make the Celeste Mandibles face.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn off the lights too, everybody. Eventually.
Oh.
Once they're...
Oh, it'll be so dark.
Don't worry about it. There's no way to dim this.
These things are giving off that light that looks so bright for just the candles.
It's LED lights.
Oh shit.
That's pretty impressive. Usually that's that bright.
What are you guys whispering about?
They're having a great time putting together this thing.
What are you whispering about? Sorry, everybody. We have a thing we had to do, and our gremlins weren't ready.
Our kobolds were not prepared.
Ready, okay.
Okay.
Ready, ready.
Should I turn off the lights or no? No.
No.
They'll be tripping over all the fucking coins.
They're gonna die.
That way, then there'll be cake on the floor.
Nope, nope.
Retrace my steps.
Oh. my
Obnoxious birthday
God. Yeah,
singing.
and somebody is having a birthday.
Oh shit.
Holy shit!
Us!
Oh my gosh! It's the Venture Maidens! We're 2 years old!
Aw.
Yay!
We're in kindergarten.
It's us! We're 2 whole years old! I'm so happy we've made it here, and this is amazing, and this cake is beautiful. Thank you,
Look
Gremlins.
at that dragon centerpiece.
Oh, yes.
Built
Amazing.
by hand.
Yes.
Handcrafted.
Handcrafted
dragon
dragons.
centerpiece.
Yep.
Crafted by our hands.
It's absolutely a lady dragon too.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally a lady
She
dragon.
fierce.
She fierce as hell.
We have our
This is
characters on there, of course, too.
Yes.
We
With
do. We
the
have
power
Bubbles,
We do. I
Buttercup,
can't see.
Bubbles and Buttercup,
Can
and
we talk about that in the episode?
Yes, we are. Oh.
Yeah, I'm
all of
Blossom.
us.
I'm Buttercup.
Okay. Do I want to blow it out together?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can we just take a moment and appreciate the absolute absurd levels of cheesiness that just took place right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
it's
we're
amazing.
living for.
Gut wrenching.
That's what we live for.
Oh, yeah.
We're 2 years old. It's amazing.
We're celebrating ourselves because cake.
Because there's a cake here that we need. Okay. We did that on camera, so if the gremlins want to cut that up and then bring it back to us, we got a game to get through. Ooh, frosting on his claws.
Hold
That's
on,
gonna
I am gonna take a
Lick
picture
it
of
off.
it,
Lick it off the Lego dragon.
People are like, why is there a dragon with the Powerpuff Girls?
Because it's us. It's the story of us.
Stupid questions like that.
Why would you ask dumb questions? Yeah. Of course there is that.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. All good. So, anyway, so people were having an obnoxious party.
Of course.
It was very cheesy.
We're all just like,
Oh,
God, get over
annoying.
yourself.
You hate those people. You're like, really? You're gonna do this in public? You're gonna
Corey
make all the
takes-
wait staff
Can't you do
sing?
this at fucking home?
Yeah,
I'll
seriously.
make this everybody else's goddamn problem.
Yeah, and so the night passes. Alright, and you wake up bright and early, and you have your events. So, slotted first in the day, we have the target ring.
Sick, all of us are there.
Just Kara and Arnado.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the target ring, as you pull up, and then also Violet is going with you.
Cool.
So as you go to the spot you are sent to, these are the smaller, like, kind of more hastily constructed rings. You can tell, like, are the preliminary rounds. These aren't the big fancy ones that will have lots of spectators. There are a few people mulling about, but it's very, like, casual interest in what's going on. And you're standing there with about 20 other people, and you see that there are all of these dummies on posts that have just been set up.
Mm-hmm.
And so the rules of this event, you have 4 rounds to deal as much damage as possible. And the people who deal the most damage will move on to the next round. 5 people will pass.
Nice.
If you win this event, you get 1 point.
Sweet.
Alright, so Kara and Arnadel are competing. So as this is all lined up, everybody's staged in front of their own mannequins, and you guys have 4 rounds to get this done. So why don't the 2 of you go ahead and roll initiative?
Alright. Unnatural 20.
You definitely beat me.
Alright, so Kara
I
is
don't-
going to be going first. Alright, Kara, so you have 4 rounds to do as much damage as possible to this thing. So what
Oh,
does Kara,
baby.
what does level 1 baby Kara do?
God, you can rage at first level, right? That's the thing?
I would think so.
I think so.
Give me a look.
Open a PDB.
Yeah.
It's like, boys,
What is going on
what's
over
happening?
Vehicle theft.
Cutting cake. We're being nice. Helpful we are.
Everybody's drunk and tired. This
Very
is
helpful.
Great.
there? Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, of course, when she enters into the ring, she, pulls out her axe, and she has her battle axe in, she's obviously not using a shield, so she's got her battle axe between her 2 hands. And she's ready to, takes a moment, kind of focus herself, and goes, and strides valiantly forth, and uses, both hands to chop into it.
Roll to hit the mannequin.
That would be so embarrassing if she missed. Oh my
Some
God.
people do miss.
Yeah.
You're with, I mean,
15.
great. Roll me above a 10 and you'll be good.
Cool. Do. Oh, you 13, 15.
Okay. 15 damage to the mannequin. Alright. Then Arnadel, as you thunk into it and it just gets a solid hit as you rend this thing kind of in half, you're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, fuck you! Because you're raging
Yeah.
at a stick man. Arnadel.
She's just gonna kind of like timidly step forward. We have to roll a hit, right?
Throw cake at me?
Oh my god.
With a dragon wink in it.
Wow.
Fucking monster. Cake!
That was so alarming.
Guys,
You're really leaning into the kobold
Honestly,
thing.
why would anyone throw a cupcake?
guys, give me like
Cutting the cake.
a quarter of that
That's a
amount.
huge
Bubbles!
I'm not Bubble.
She's mine.
Yeah, Bubbles goes to
Please.
the sea.
When
When
I
they
love
throw
that
a
they're
slice at me, we'll swap.
they're just dead dragon partners inside this game.
It looks like a scorpion.
We're rolling to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yes, hold hit the mannequin,
Are you
please.
using your Eldritch Blast?
I am. That's gonna be. I
This is
hit
a
the shit
huge
out of
piece
it.
of
That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's good. You only needed 10 to hit, so.
So that means it's like square smack in the middle, right?
Yeah, you're like, you're exploding this thing.
Explode.
3 damage.
Alright, Kara. Boom, boom.
Hit this shit again. Fuck yeah, natural 20. Fuck you, dummy.
You are so mad at this dummy. You're rage. Could you give us forks?
Nope, don't need them.
Thank you.
This is like
Yeah.
death art. What is
Beautiful.
I can't believe you fucking threw that on
The boys are getting
table.
really creative over there.
13.
13.
13 damage.
Wow, okay,
Okay.
Kara, Jesus Christ. Alright.
Yeah, when you wield that battle axe with 2 hands, it's
Yeah.
a D10.
Versatile.
Oh, I get the head.
Oh, you got the head. Look. And Buttercup, it's right.
Buttercup's
this
for
time.
me.
Buttercup
is right, bitches.
Oh.
I can eat with a wing.
Just a scoop for us to get into your mouth.
This is what Kara's doing at the birthday bar. She just takes a handful of cake and is
Like,
like, oh.
I'm drunk.
It's got teeth. How cute. And it's got a tongue.
It's got opposable jaw.
We're
no.
making out with it.
Drag.
Nah.
Alright, Arnadell, hit that mannequin again.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, alright.
This frosting is what I love.
10.
Stab it.
10 damage.
Thank you. 10. Damn. Alright, nice.
I like the first one. I was like,
Performance anxiety.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Okay. And everybody's losing their shit. And then going to Kara.
Fast and loose.
You got 2 more rounds to fuck this shit up.
Yeah, that definitely hits. I rolled the 15 plus the other shit, and that'll be 10 damage. Sorry, 12 damage.
Okay. Boom. Wow, there's not much left of this mannequin. It's now officially like chopped into tiny pieces. You're making firewood essentially at this point.
She's
Arnadell.
looking at like the judge is like, you want me to keep going?
Yeah, like.
I hit it with 10 damage again.
Ooh, nice. Making
Yep.
up for lost time. Alright, Kara, your final pile of fireworks and
Yeah, she rolled.
cotton.
She rolled a 15 again.
I've been thinking about this cake all day. I'm so satisfied right now.
11 damage.
Okay. Damn. Kara, so that brings you to a total over 4 rounds.
We splintered it.
51 damage.
Yeah, that's right. I flipped that shit.
Alright, and then Arnadell, final.
Ooh. 8 plus 12 to hit.
Yep.
So that hits. And then 6 damage.
Alright, bringing you to a total of 29 damage. Okay. And as this last round ends, the judge is like, time! And it's like this really zany human man, like in the middle. He's got these weird suspenders on and like is just really excited. He's got a big pocket watch that he stops. He's like, time! Time!
We're like stopped. We're like,
Yeah, he's just really intense. Everybody gets really intense about this festival, apparently. And the scores are tallied up, and Arnadell, you were not in the top 5. Kara, you were. So, Kara, you
Duh.
get 1 point for your team.
Oh, yeah.
Arnadell feels like, well, I mean,
Violet also was in the top 5, and will get +1 for your team.
When they announce, like, who got it, she looks over Violet, like, and gives a nod, like, respect.
Violet's like, She's like, I told you. Master of the target ring.
I've done this before.
Yep. Alright, and then we're moving on to you, Saye, with your horse racing event.
Oh, yay!
Okay. Why do you hate me? Alright, so there's a group of 10 for the horse racing event. And as you approach, you head towards the stables and the smaller track that's been kind of hastily constructed here. There are 10 horses in the stall. First off, I want you to roll initiative to determine what order you get to go in to pick your horse.
Get your little drawer down there.
Ah, shit, my cake is over my...
Oh,
Hey.
cake in the way!
Can't get it away.
12.
Okay. Alright. So you don't do great in the order, but so you are allowed to pick 4th.
Okay.
So a few people go through, and then go ahead, and so you have 6 horses left to pick from.
Okay.
If you would like, you can make an animal handling check to determine what might be the best horse.
Yes. Let's do that. Ooh. That will be 21.
Oh, great. So you can tell immediately that all of your opponents before you have picked the best horses, but this is the next best thing here.
Okay.
And you pretty much got like the last really good fast horse, so you will have advantage on your competition.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. So everybody else finishes picking their horses, and then they are all lined up upon this track. And have you ever ridden horses before?
Probably. Yeah. But I mean,
I would hope so.
I don't have.
That would
Yeah.
be a bummer.
Yeah. No, I definitely have, but I
Okay.
wouldn't say I'm an expert at all. I'm just kind of. I know the basics. I know how they work.
Okay. All right. So the start begins. Somebody calls it. The flag drops, and everybody takes off. So go ahead and give me an animal handling check here, and get advantage on it because you picked a good horse.
Oh, yeah.
That's 22.
Damn. All right. You do amazing, and you come in. You come in first place. As your horse crosses the line, your horse the horse is better than you thought it was, and she just like kicks in at the last moment. It's this beautiful like kind of strawberry colored mare as she just bursts across the finish line at the last minute.
Aw, I give my horsey so much love
Yeah.
after we
And she-
cross the finish line.
Yeah, and she's like, and does the horse thing where she shakes her like pretty like tawny mane back and forth. She's a very pretty horse. And right, so you get, since you came in first, you get +2 for your team.
Oh, nice.
All right,
What's our team name?
team 36.
Oh.
37.
37, sorry. You guys didn't pick a name, so... Okay, and then the horse racing is done. So we move on to the pop quiz trivia round, which you are all participating in.
Yeah, so ready.
Okay. And when you get here, this is a little bit different. All the other events have been, like, outside. This is inside one of those pop-up, like, bar spaces, and the three of you find yourself all paired up on the same team. And you see that a lot of other people have been grouped together. This is also one of those events that team members happen to be thrown together. And you have a little sheet in front of you to write down answers, and a guy comes out at the front. It's definitely, like, a pub trivia night as he steps up, like this MC guy. In this like white and gold coat, he's like, "Hi everybody, welcome pop quiz trivia round, where we test your knowledge to determine how smart you are. All right, everybody. Okay, so I will read the questions, write them down. We'll put you on a timer. That'll be that. If you answer great, you get a point."
In my head, he is bald with handlebar mustache.
That is now canon.
Okay.
That is exactly. All right, everyone. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah!
All right. First question. It's an easy one. You have 30 seconds to list the 8 schools of magic.
Oh, fuck.
1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute because I don't have 30 seconds.
Evocation, transmutation, necromancy, divination. Why am I thinking?
Can I make a knowledge?
Dude.
Wow.
You can try.
Divine?
That's divination.
Oh.
No, divine doesn't count. It's not school magic.
Oh, okay, divination.
Conjuration, evocation,
Conjuration.
abjuration.
I didn't get abjuration.
Can you write these down on a piece of paper?
No, yes.
It's pub night.
What's pub night? Okay.
Oh, do you have one? Okay. Conjuration, evocation, abjuration, necromancy.
We're trying to write it
down.
Lick that frosting, girl.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
very good cake, everybody.
What,
Fuck yeah.
Universal is the 9th school.
8 schools of magic.
That's the 9th school.
5e, apparently there are only 8.
Universal is said to be the ninth school of magic that any wizard has access to. Do I get extra points for being a smartass?
People are like giving you looks like magic. You?
What?
I don't think so.
I was like Rain Man.
All right. Your time is drawing to a close. Please have your final answers ready.
Illusions.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
What do we have so far?
Illusion, divination, conjuration, transmutation, abjuration, evocation, necromantic. And there's like one that I'm like kind of.
What do we have?
That's 7.
Transmutation, evocation.
Oh.
Hey,
Enchantment.
you cannot look at the book.
I did.
No, that doesn't count. Turn that over to me. Okay, he calls time. Give me your answers, you
Alright,
cheater.
I did.
Fuck.
Don't give me your book, give me your answers.
Oh.
I don't want this.
Enchantment counts?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm gonna say you got 7 because you looked at the book for the last one. Okay. Alright,
That's hard to think of on the spot.
so you aren't eliminated.
I didn't
From
have a
this
book
one.
to look at in real game.
I know, so why would you do it in fake then?
I know, because it was in front of me. I'm like,
Okay. Alright, so you make it to the next round, but other people are like, fuck, as people only got like 5 or 6, or some people are too drunk to like answer. You're like, Universal! And somebody's like, not in this edition, the MC says. and they're disqualified. You thought you would get bonus points, but you're not answering the question. Alright, are you all ready for the next one?
yes.
Name all the types of dragons.
Ooh. Oh, wait, color-wise or, like, age-wise?
Color-wise.
Okay.
Black, green, red, blue, white, bronze,
Why
brass,
are we, if we're
silver,
pop
and
quizzing,
gold.
are we, like, getting points together, or are we competing against each other?
You're working together.
Oh,
We're a
okay.
team.
Got it. Sorry.
That's how pub trivia works.
Sorry, it tells you black, blue, white, green, red, brass, bronze, gold, and silver.
So I was like, wow, I'm really glad you guys are on my team.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah.
Excuse me, that was my butt flap.
Oh, it
I'm
just
bad at, like, reciting things. I have to write it down.
in the wind. Okay. Alright, and like clockwork, you guys get through and you answered perfectly. Now, the teams are down. There are only about 3 teams left at this point. People just really don't know their stuff.
Yes.
People just really don't know it. Okay. Alright, this is our special Identify That Monster round.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Alright. Write down the name of the subset of monsters that derive by fungal forms. What are those monsters called?
Polyps?
Can I make a knowledge?
I don't know. I don't know this one. Brittany doesn't know this one. Arnadell would know this one. Brittany doesn't.
Fungus, Mygalith,
Arnadell would absolutely know this one.
Can I roll for it?
Sure, go ahead and give me nature checks.
Nature check.
I'll be kind.
19.
9.
Okay, 19. Myconoids, you know.
Oh, I said Mycoloth. Myconoid. Yeah, that's it.
You're like, yeah, obviously. You were a shroom dealer in college.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The
that's
best
what I'm
shit
saying.
came from
I feel
myconoids,
like I
like-
would know all of these.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
chewing a part of a humanoid?
Yeah, man. It gives you the
That's
craziest
super fucking
trip.
magical. I mean, you eat
It's
cows,
like their
don't
fingernails, man. Whoa.
You? They're not
Crazy.
humanoid, but like...
Yeah, if cows aren't a sentient species that you devour.
Okay.
I'm like, you don't know that.
All right. Great. Moving along, and the last another team is knocked out, and it's down to 2 teams. And the guy's like, "This one is for all the marbles.
I like
Name
marbles.
all the different types of giants. Go."
Ooh, hill,
Hill,
mountain,
stone,
or
hill,
stone,
stone, fire,
cloud,
cloud,
Kara is like really fucking good at trivia, which is like hilarious.
And
Lightning. Storm. I was gonna say lightning.
Storm. Damn. Yep. And
Yeah, because dwarves fucking hate giants.
Yep.
That's why. Fuck them all.
it makes sense. And as you like slap down your paper, the timer goes, and the other team is like, no, because they only wrote down 4. And we have a winner. This team right here. Look at all of you together.
That's
Wonderful.
what you did yesterday.
Yeah,
You did this.
yeah, you did it too.
We
All right.
we do this. Like put your fists together. Yeah, it's like a rock.
Oh, yeah,
You're
I like
bumping
it.
rocks.
Oh.
You're bumping rocks. All right.
Anna likes it. She's like,
This is great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all get +2 since you came in first.
Sick.
All right.
It sucks that she did so poorly at the target rack. She's like, I thought I did okay. I hit it every time.
I did okay. All right. And the final trial you are all participating in, the obstacle course.
Oh, fucking great.
Oh,
All right. This is
Arnold's
great.
not happy about this one. She's kind of pouty.
So,
She's like,
I'm excited.
She's like, I wanted to do the horse
Kara's
races.
fucking dragging her knuckles like, my fucking tiny ass legs, are you shitting me?
Alright. So the way this works, this is broken up into teams of 3. So 2 people are tied to each other and blindfolded. There is a third person who is sitting at the end of the obstacle course giving instructions to the blind pair to navigate across the obstacle course. So you all have to determine who is going to be the one doing that.
I probably should not be tied considering my tiny legs.
Tie me up. Tie me up. I can't be
Oh,
the one
boy.
at the end of the line.
Quote of the
I'm
century.
not as
Perhaps.
fast as you or as strong as you.
That's okay. I'll help you. We have to work together.
I'm gonna drag you down. I'm gonna drag you down.
No. I'll support you.
Okay. Pretty clumsy.
I'm
We can
good
do
at
it.
directions.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is the most logical way to proceed. You're right.
Alright,
I'm sorry, by the way. I don't know if I said my name.
Oh, we haven't
that's
met
right.
each other. Arnadelle sticks her hand out earnestly and just like.
I have a very strong grip.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I have a
Wow.
weak one, but I can hold a pen.
Alright, so those
And a
are
dick.
I'm just
the
kidding.
position.
Feet.
And a dick.
And a
No,
dick.
you haven't.
No, she hasn't
done that.
yet.
You
She
haven't
doesn't
done that
know.
yet.
She wants to.
All right. So, Saye, you go. So the obstacle course itself is it's only about 40 feet long, and
Oh,
you
wow.
see that there are like, you all are blindfolded. Before anything is wheeled out, you see that there's these little sheds, like away
Okay.
because they don't want you to know what's going on. So Saye, so Kara, you take your position
this
up.
is the Tri-Wizard tournament.
Sort of like that. You take your position up on top of this like
Mhm.
wooden platform at the end of this 40-foot stretch. And then you see, as your 2 companions are blindfolded, they wheel out all of these different obstacles. So they have like these big tubs of water that come out, and they have like a climbing wall thing that you see like at those boot camps. And they have a couple like wagon wheels that they lay down for people to go through. And
Sure.
yeah. And then there's like this rope thing that they set up, so it's just a bunch of taut ropes strung together, and those are like
Okay.
the 4 obstacles that present. And so all the teams line up, and you guys are tied together, so you're tied at the ankles, and then your wrists are tied together on the inside. So it's like you have free movement of these 2 limbs on the right side.
Interesting.
And you're tied together, and then all of a sudden the guy's like, on your mark, get set, go! Alright, so...
It's like trying to dance with somebody who doesn't know how to follow, or so it's like off. You're having to really like work hard to get me to like fucking get in sync with you.
Alright, so, yeah, definitely. So, Kara, as you're going along, the first thing that is coming up, there is a long trough full of water.
Okay.
That goes about 10 feet that your companions are about to stumble right into. So what do you say to them?
Alright. Coming in your next few paces is a large trough of water that you should probably jump over. You could probably make it. I don't know. No, don't jump over it. The little one.
How
can't.
big is it? How long is it?
It's
How
10
wide?
10 feet.
Wide?
It's only wide enough really for one person to walk in. It's
Oh,
only
okay.
about 2 feet wide.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
10
that's
feet
nothing.
long, 2
You'll
feet
just
wide.
trip on
Okay.
it.
Exactly. It's a race.
We can step over it.
In 3 paces, take a large step.
So we do.
No, I'm sorry, it's 2 wide, but 10 long.
Oh, so we just have to dodge it.
So if you're like in this, okay, so you're in a little lane here.
Yeah.
So basically, it takes up half the lane. So it's meant to be one of those things where
okay.
it's gonna
Step out
somebody's
of it.
have to gonna.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So she's like, which one of you is on the left and which one of you is on the right?
I'm on. Well, just as we are.
Okay.
I'm on the right.
Is the trough on the right or the
It's
left?
on the left.
Alright, fuck. What was your name?
Saw you.
Saye. Yeah, on the left there's gonna be a slosh of water, of trough that lasts for 10 feet.
Okay. Should we jump into it? I don't think two of us can swim together. How deep is it?
It's not deep.
I'm just gonna get your ankles wet.
Okay,
And
I'll
so-
go in first. I'll lead us, and I try to approach it very slowly.
So at this point too, because you're like taking a lot of time to go back and forth, other teams are significantly moving ahead of you.
Oh.
But you will get advantage to pass this first thing. So both of you go ahead and make an athletics check because Kara's instructions were very precise. With advantage, yeah,
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
That was
because precise instructions.
That's better.
I rolled an 8.
Okay,
17.
with advantage.
Yeah. It was the
is
first
very-
one was a 6 and the other one was a 2.
Okay. It's very appropriate.
Yeah, so 17. So, Saya, you step into the water, no problem. You're like, ew, it's a little bit cold, but you manage to make your way across the slippery, like, slope, and you're fine.
You're slightly
And-
lower than me, so I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to, help
Yeah.
her step down.
But then, so Arnadel is on the ground on the other side, like, walking, so there's a little bit of a diagonal, and as you're, like, kind of maintaining your balance, you hear a sound as Arnadel slips in mud of some of the water that's leaked
Oh,
out, and
man.
you go down and you slam, like, against that, like, metal edge of the thing, and you're like, fuck! But you manage to, like, pick yourself back up again, and you can feel the squelch of mud all over you as you get through this first part, and you are falling a little bit behind the other
Okay.
teams at
Kara
this point.
buries her face in her hand, just like,
Anyway.
Okay, and then the second obstacle is coming up. So this is about a 5-foot wall. It's just a sheer wall. It's got handholds
Okay.
on each side of it, but essentially they need to make it over this wall.
Okay, so she tells them, alright, coming up is a 5-foot wall with handholds that you can hop over in about X amount of paces. 3 paces. You're
Okay.
coming up on it right now.
So if we're
Get
tied,
ready.
Well, let's count together.
if we're tied together side to side,
Left, right,
I
left, right.
put your hand on top of my hand, and then put your left foot on top of my right foot, and then so I can guide at least our middle half up
Oh,
at the
nice.
same time, and then
Yeah.
you know
So
to
our
move the next
that
one.
Dope.
the hand these hands are moving simultaneously.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
okay, so I think we sync up pretty well. Arnadel's starting to get the hang of it. She's like, all right, it's gonna be left, right, left, right, left, right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a rhythm. She's like calculated
Yeah.
it.
So because of that teamwork, go ahead and give me advantage on the athletics roll to get over the wall. Teamwork.
21.
Nice.
Nice.
19.
Okay.
Dope.
All right. You guys
We're just like,
slam it. You hit the wall and you make up for a lot of lost time as you
Nice.
just like totally, you're in sync, make it over the wall, no problem. Where a lot of other of the teams at this point are just totally, they're like fighting with each other now, like where the handholds are. And they're like, it's right there! It's right there! And they're like
And we're
freaking
just
out.
like, do.
Yeah. All right, and then the next obstacle is coming up. So this is a bunch of wagon wheels that are just laid side by side. So imagine like usually it's tires.
Right, and
Oh,
they're
right.
like,
We have,
do
fuck
these,
that.
Yeah, so there are a ton of different spokes and like ways to trip up your feet as this is happening, covering a 10-foot space.
So it's
Okay.
basically climbing with our legs.
yeah.
Same concept of what we did with our arms and legs to climb, but this is with our legs in the same synchronization.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kara shouts out to you. Okay, coming up, you've got a series of wagon wheels that alternate in a pattern, and you're
They've
gonna
got 4 spokes.
the 4 spokes, starting on the left or the right, like right here, or like.
So it's like each of them are divided in the cross with a hub in the center. So there are 4 different places for them to step.
Right, but I mean, like, are they like one here, one
Oh
here,
yeah,
one
yeah,
many
here?
yeah,
wagon
like
wheels?
this.
Yeah.
And there are 7 of them.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
a lot. Damn.
There's 7, starting with the left one, so coming up with you, Salye first. So step carefully.
And then I'll step extra to go to hit diagonal, and then you step, and then we just stagger up.
Yeah, kind of like a chain,
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
So that's our game plan.
Yeah.
And
So go ahead and give me athletics rules.
Ooh,
tight. I got a 21.
6.
Okay, great. Kara, go ahead and roll a tiebreaker.
Just a d20?
Yep.
3.
Okay, alright. Wagon wheels totally trip you up. You're, like, in step and you get it for, like, the first 3, but then, like, one of you, like, goes too fast and the other's too slow, and you just, like, you both fall down as you knock, like, your knees and shins against these wooden wagon
right
wheels.
in the funny bone of the knee.
Yeah,
Hurts.
but you manage to, like, kind of pull yourselves back up again and get through it. And you see a lot of the other teams are also having a great deal of trouble with this. This is clearly, like...
That's a difficult one.
Yeah, this is not going well. So you would say there are, like, 2 other teams that look like they might win ahead of you. And you come up on the final challenge. So this one is 2 big posts, and they have a ton of different ropes stretched taut across it.
Okay.
Climb through that shit.
Yes, exactly. So so you can force the ropes apart to get through, theoretically.
Alright, coming up are 2 vertical columns that are connected by a series of ropes. Are they of different heights or are they all the same height?
They're all different heights and, like, completely. There are a bunch of ropes strung.
Of
along
all different heights, it might be easiest if you just climb over top of them.
Oh, I was gonna say we flatten ourselves out and go below.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You say that.
Good idea.
You say that, and Arnadel and Saya just like go low.
Yeah.
They, like climb over it.
Climb
We're
up.
just like. "Meow."
Army crawl underneath.
Yeah.
This is the first time I have awakened mind at level 1.
Oh, okay.
So when we hear Kara giving that instruction, Arnadel kind of whispers into Saya's mind like, go to the ground.
How do you react to that? Somebody talking in your mind.
Oh, I mean,
You probably think it's your
I was
own
thinking
thought.
the same thing. Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like a random like deja vu. Like, whoa, we had the same idea.
Yeah, as I'm like in
Crazy.
perfect sync with you. As
Yeah.
I say that, you probably have the same thought, and we just like sync together at the
Yeah.
same time.
Exactly.
And we're like,
Awesome.
yeah.
I love it. So go ahead and get advantage on this athletics check to get through.
Army crawling.
Oh fuck.
Oh, sick! I got an 18.
Oh, advantage. Okay, better. 18.
Oh, it's same. 18.
Great. So you guys do awesome.
Do we do like a synchronized limbo where we're just like, boop?
You get muddy and you're like real familiar with the ground as you're making your
And now
way
we're in
underneath.
like perfect synchronization
Yeah.
where like we can basically sprint together.
And Kara, you see that there's another team that has made it through at exactly the same time, and your 2 teams are running right here,
Whole ass! You're so close!
and we are going to roll initiative to see who gets first. You and I, Kara.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
9.
I got a 3.
yeah.
So you guys win as you pull
Yes!
through like a second before this. Oh yeah, 3-way high fives.
Oh,
So good.
yeah.
You pull through like the second before the other team does as you break that little ribbon on the end, and your team wins and you gain +2 points.
Okay, what do
It
we
was
have,
so
5
exciting.
now?
You guys see Arnadel like super excited, and you're like, damn, this girl's like super stoked. I'm just like, yeah! Like, you were so brilliant! You're so good! Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I did! Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
freaking out, fangirling super hard.
Yep. So that brings you to a total of 8 points.
Sick.
So you end the day feeling awesome about
Oh, yeah.
yourselves. Like, that's a really respectable score. It's not a perfect score, but it's really respectable. And you head on back, and you know you consult with Jem and Violet, or you go to see them. They are nowhere to be found.
That's weird.
Absolutely nowhere, which is kind of worrisome because
That's our
Yeah.
team.
so your scores are also dependent on whatever they got.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be found. And you kind of go back to the inn.
Those fucking yellow bellies, I bet they fucking failed. They didn't want to show their goddamn faces.
Yeah.
I don't know, Violet seemed pretty confident.
Yeah. You go back and you wait and nothing happens, and the evening passes, and then the next day the team's scores are posted up, and you guys have only the 8 points that the 3 of you earned.
What the fuck? This sucks.
The other two are, and then when you see the team scores also, so you're looking at Team 37, you see 2 X's have been drawn through Violet and Gem's names.
Whoa.
Does that mean like disqualification?
Yeah, you talk to some people and you're like, yeah.
They got disqualified.
Mm-hmm. And so of course, you know, your scores don't even register because you didn't have that 2 whole people on your team. Not very
Right.
bad.
Oh, that's a bummer.
We should get reassigned new teams.
Yeah. So you all kind of taking in this information, you head back or do whatever you do. And then when you arrive, you find 3 identical scrolls that have a seal on them with this pattern of 3 pins through a little semicircle shape are left on each of your beds.
Oh, in each of our perspective rooms, we're just going to
What the
pick it up.
fuck is that shit?
So,
I assume it's part of this competition. That's it.
well, Arnettel's like, that's weird, because the last one was just like a piece of paper, like on our bed. Like, this is way more. Arnettel knows, like, when you have a stamp, like a
It's
seal,
elaborate.
it's like way more official. She's like immediately intrigued, and she like pulls open, she cracks the seal and like pulls the scroll open and looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
She's very familiar with these scrolls.
Yeah, and you see a short note there in a very curvy, elegant script. The 3 of you interest us. We would like to discuss further options. Wait for us in Hog's Hollow. We will contact you soon. Signed, the Sisters of Sorrow.
We're not together. We're like in our rooms. You guys probably hear Arnettel go like,
Through the walls.
Yeah.
Kara goes and knocks on random doors to try and like find you and be like, what the fuck does this shit say?
Oh, poor Kara.
Arnettel's like, are you drunk again?
No, I've got a pretty good buzz, but I just can't read.
Oh, I thought it was just because you were drunk last time. So she like reads it to you. I was like, yeah, I guess we're. And she doesn't tell you that like. That she's like, oh yeah, like Sisters of Sorrow, what? Like what?
What's that shit?
Yeah,
so
but she knows.
weird.
She's like excited. She's like, fuck, I did it! I fucking did it!
And that's where we're going to end our prequel episode today. So thank you everybody so much for playing. Thank you everybody for participating in Venture LA and tuning in. This has been amazing. And thank you again to our Patreon donors. You guys are the fucking best. Cheers to you, everybody.
Cheers.
2 years,
Cheers.
baby.
And we're 2 years old, so. Alright, I got a drink, yeah.
Cheers. Okay.
Alright, so I have been your Dungeon Master, Celeste Konowich.
I have been your Elven Warlock, Arnettel, played by Brady Quintero.
I have been your human monk, Sayonor, played by Nassim Etamad.
Did you guys know that we didn't do an intro? And by the way, I'm your bitchin' barbarian,
Wait,
Cara
what?
Brynhilda. We didn't do an intro. We didn't
I
say our
know.
names.
Jumped right in.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll fix it in
I mean,
post.
it is the prelude episode. We wouldn't have an intro.
We wouldn't have an intro. Nobody knows who we are yet. But anyway, thank you everybody so much again. Now we got some serious sleep and boozing to catch up on.
Actually, we have to
boozing and then
clean up.
sleeping. We gotta clean up.
We gotta
A lot
clean
to
up.
clean up.
You know what? Until next time, everybody,
Venture away.
you should venture away! Venture away, everybody, to the land of pineapple.